Hi guys, this video is about the material and UVW map in 3dsMax. So among all the 3D software, I find that 3dsMax have the most flexible and useful tool regarding the material and the mapping. I'll start by demonstrating how to apply materials onto objects and adjust the texture mapping of the material. So I'll have a box and a sphere, for example. If I want to apply a texture onto this object, I'll first start by pressing the keyboard M to get the material editor. So there's two types of material, which is a slate material, a more modern way of editing material, and a traditional compact material editor. They are both the same, just the visual difference between them. So on this material, normally if you use mental ray rendering, you'll want to have harsh and design. If you select harsh and design, you go to diffuse. Diffuse is the color that's shown in the objects. Let's say a red color. You can simply just drag and apply it to the objects. Or you can select the objects and then press assign material to selection to get the material on the objects that you want. You can also apply your own texture material from bitmap. Press this small square here beside the diffuse and find for bitmap. Let's say I have a brick texture. I want to have it over my box. As you can see, it is turning into gray and not showing the brick. That's because you need to switch on this show shaded material in viewport. It will show the materials. So now if you have the texture applied and you want to adjust the scale of the brick to make it look more realistic, you can select the object and go to Modify UVW Map. This tool is very handy to adjust the scale of the material and how many repetition you want it from your bitmap objects. So for example, this is a box. So I'll just apply a box mapping. And there's UVW tile here to adjust the scale of the material you want. You can adjust vertically and horizontally until you get a size which you think is correct. As for this sphere, we can apply another UVW map. And you can see the material is pretty messed up here. It is because for a sphere geometry, you want a sphere mapping. So choose spherical, and it gets back to a really nice view of the material. And then you can adjust the texture accordingly to the scale you want. So that's the basic of UVW map, which provide you a lot of options for complex geometry. So going back to this material editor, in the Arch and Design, there's a variety of templates which preset, which is very handy for us to use. For example, glass, and there's also metals and timber, plastic, concrete, etc. You can also preview the material in the material editor by simply double-click on it. And when you click this background, you can see there's a background appears at the back. So for example, this is the brick and this is the glass where you can see through the background. As you can see, there's some reflection on the brick, which we can simply lower it by adjusting the reflectivity to 0, because bricks normally don't have a reflection, whereas glass you want it to have a reflectivity, which is preset in the template.